All right, so let's get into this real quick. Let's go right into it. There is something that's occurring. That's not a good thing. And there's a problem. A lot of people like to go to their Social Security field offices. And the reality of this situation is that sometimes these field offices, they've got to close down because there's a problem, right? Well, when one of them closes down, it's kind of a big deal because, well, to be honest with you, people can't connect with their local field office representatives to fix something that has to be done in person. Okay. Now, with that said, the SSA has become way more mobile than they used to be. They used to not be a mobile agency at all. They didn't do that. So it was they had like some hearings, you had to have this whole setup and they had to have a camera that had like 360 rotation and zoom in capabilities and all this stuff. But now they're super set up for that, right? Here's the headline. You would think it wouldn't get any crazier or wackier or whatever term you want to use in this. Social Security office in Middleburg Heights closed due to raccoon infestation. So, like if Commissioner Martin O'Malley didn't have enough problems, he's now got a raccoon problem. It's by Damon Maloney, posted 7:02 p.m. May 1st, 2024. On the roof, there is a trap with marshmallows in it to go ahead and catch those raccoons. Here's the deal. Middleburg Heights, the Social Security office in Middleburg Heights on Pearl Road, is temporarily closed due to a raccoon infestation. People trying to take care of business Wednesday at the office found locked doors and signs stating the closure. You would think it couldn't get any more wacky and out there than this, but apparently it is. So, with that said, I was surprised when I pulled in and the parking lot was empty, said Linda McGree. I was here to drop off some paperwork. I have a meeting set up in mid-May to file for my benefits. The video player Kim Rossi drove to the office to help a woman she's sponsoring from Ukraine drop off paperwork to secure resettlement support and other assistance for refugees. Because, the Ukraine people that come here, they're getting, $943 a month for 7 years plus a 2-year up. Okay. They're always fast and efficient in here, so I didn't expect this today, Rossi said. And every day is another day that we're losing that they don't have the documents. Michael Murphy, president of Local 3448 of the American Federation of Government Employees, said problems with raccoons inside the office have been building. These employees were reporting concerns of noises above the ceiling as far back as January. It's like 4 months ago. Murphy said, the staff said 5 raccoons were removed from the building as of yesterday. Quote, if they, the employees, were noticing problems going back to January and spoke up, nothing was done, asked News 5's Damon Maloney. No, Murphy said, the issue got progressively worse. So now the question is, what raccoons did what, during what time, and how feisty were they with those SSA local field office employees? Were they feisty enough to cause a situation when they had to remove them early? Or could we allow them to just hang out and have a good time during those 4 months? It seems like we allowed them to hang out. Murphy said workers and possibly benefit recipients could have gotten sick. There's urine stains on the tile. The smoke detectors came falling down. The security company had to come up because apparently the animals may be eating through the wiring. On Friday, 25% of the... I'm sorry, this article is just so ridiculous. On Friday, 25% of the lighting overhead went out. It's like Halloween. Blinking lights, raccoons scattered just all over the place. I'm sorry. Again, this article is it's almost too much to take, but here we go. On Friday, 25% of the lighting overhead went out, and that's when the staff finally alerted me. Murphy said he doesn't have any photographs or videos of the raccoons, but News 5 noticed a marshmallow-filled animal trap on the roof of the office next to a dormer. Murphy said a tree near the building was also cut. Gotta love it. Basically, Murphy said the raccoons, were climbing up the tree and then they were leaping onto the roof. It's just too fun. Like, just imagine like an immigration status thing, getting over a border, taking refuge, Social Security benefit. It's just too ironic to just ignore that. Betty Beth, thank you for the $3 donation. I super appreciate it. That's awesome. Very, very awesome. And Tomb Pigeon. This is an interesting statement. We were going to send you a check, but a raccoon ate it and ran off with what was left. Or we just gave the check to the raccoon. Who knows at this point? We don't know. We have to finish the article here. Rassi wondered how the issue got so out of hand. Well, there must have been a lot of raccoons for an entire field office to go basically to the shitter. I mean, that's basically what this comes. Imagine how many raccoons it would take to take down an entire SSA field office where 25% of the lights went out. Other lights were blinking on and off. The smoke detectors were dropping down and people smelled urine. Imagine how many raccoons it would take to take down a field office. It's just ridiculousness. But yet, the SSA always provides a bit of humor. It always does. Quote, we can't do anything because there's raccoons, Rassi said. This is 2024, for God's sakes. She hopped in her car and said she was heading to the Social Security office in downtown Cleveland. The Social Security Administration sent News 5 a statement about the situation. I haven't even read this article yet, so I'm kind of curious to see what shenanigans we're going to get from the SSA. I bet it's buttoned up. It's a very buttoned up statement. Here we go. Quote, the Cleveland Southwest Social Security Office, located at 7344 Pearl Road in Middlebury Heights, Ohio, is temporarily closed due to health and safety issues as a result of raccoons. In an abundance of caution, we are temporarily closing the office while remediation services are being performed, including repairs to the building's ceiling tiles and electrical systems. All employees of the office are working and serving the public remotely. Very good. Doug Nguyen, or I don't know how to pronounce his last name. And I had a girlfriend with a similar last name, but I never got that right. Doug Nguyen, Nguyen. Somebody help me. Regional Communication Director at Social Security Administration. You know what? And I heard a thing too with his name in it. And I forgot to go back and listen to. All right, it doesn't matter. He's Doug. We like Doug. He's the Regional Communication Director for Chicago. He's Doug. The agency said employees are working remotely and in-person services are available at nearby offices. It added, we are working with the General Service Administration to closely monitor the situations. We will open the office as soon as possible. We apologize for any inconvenience. We will hand out free raccoons if available. Just kidding. They did not add that. Then they give you some extra offices. Betty Beth, thank you for the $2 donation again. Wow. Thank you. Betty Beth is the first one was a 3 up there with the little pair, which is awesome. Second one I got to give a little like to, which is Betty Beth for the $2. Thank you. I super appreciate that. The 3 offices, Cleveland Northwest, Medina, Cleveland West, they got a bunch of offices in Ohio that you can go to. The closure of Middleburg Heights comes following news of the Social Security office in Warrensville Heights being appointment only until May 8th, at which point it is set to close for 90 days. It hasn't been said what will happen after those 3 months. SSA said the Warrensville Heights situation was due to high staff attrition. Oh, shit. That's big. They had to close down the Warrensville Heights SSA Field Office because they didn't have enough employees. Wow. I didn't think it was going to get that bad. That's interesting. Now, I am not allowed to read to you the comments that I'm seeing on the attorney server where the attorneys talk about what's happening inside these field offices. But I'm going to change some of the facts so that they're close, but not exactly the same. I'm not going to tell you who they're from, but I'm going to start reading to you what's actually going on with some of these offices because it is mind-boggling. It is just like, how the hell did it get this bad? All right. Murphy said budget and staffing issues have worsened as more people get added to the Social Security beneficiary rolls. He said the issues at Warrensville Heights and Middleburg Heights offices should be wake-up calls to higher-ups and decision-makers, senators, House reps. The agency says that you have the public. The agency says that you at the public has the right to interface with us however they choose, Murphy said. Murphy contacted OSHA to file a complaint related to raccoon infestation. She also contacted the Cuyahoga County Board of Health. I can't do Indian names well. I absolutely love. Not great at pronouncing them, but my favorite names are Hawaiian names. But Indian names, I am terrible at. And I should know them because I grew up in an area that's just smothered in Indian names. Like all the areas are Indian-related names. Lopatcong, stuff like that. But Cuyahoga County Board. Somebody will be in the comments later being like, how could you pronounce that? Wait. I see a Guy Nan. Nugen. The N is silent, the first N. So if the N is silent, it's Guyen, Uyen. Uyen phonetically. Uyen. That's how I pronounce it. Doug, if you're out there, call me. Let's figure this out. Let's get your last name right. Mine has a silent H. Yours has a silent N. Let's make this happen. All right, let's do it. All right, here we go. Murphy contacted OSHA. The Board of Health said it received the complaint. And sanitarians, I like that. Hey, how's your house doing? Well, I just had the sanitarians show up. Do they get the raccoons? Not only that, they were petting the chubby dogs. I know, they love them. So Murphy contacting all these people. Sanitarians will be contacting Murphy to determine the next steps, which can include getting access to the building to get a visual of what's occurring. You just know that building, now that nobody's in it, it's just, there's raccoons running up and down that thing. There's just, let me tell you, there are many. If you're wondering if there's people working at that building, the raccoons are sitting at those cubicles having a good old time. You better believe it. All right. With that said, it is super late. Betty Beth, thank you for the additional $2 donation. I really do appreciate it, because the thing is this, we do need the extra funds to basically get the audio video gear to do a bigger platform. And then the other thing too is that it helps me go ahead and finish this house project that's murdering me all the time, which is just very difficult. It's just, it's tough. Other than that, I will catch you guys later. James Moody with the $10 sneak-in donation right at the end with the, I know, my chair. I have the other one over there. Look, watch my arm here. That is literally how loose this chair is. Every time I move, like when I do hearings in this room, like if I'm like, oh, let me look at this document. Here, watch. I'll get really quiet real quick. I basically have a boat. That's what I've got at this point. Anyways, I will catch you later. And please take care of yourself. Please remember to like, subscribe, go to Google, type in disability resolution, leave some stars up there. We always appreciate that. Remember, if you have a quick question, don't call the law firm from 9 to 5. Call me during the live sessions, which are later at night on Tuesday and Thursday, where I go live on YouTube. Betty Beth, thank you for the $10 donation. The second, that's actually your third donation, I think. That's your third? No, that's your fourth donation. That's massive. I really, really appreciate it. And I love the little game controller. I actually never owned, I think that game. That was like the Super NES. I had the NES, and then my mom wouldn't buy me the Super NES for some reason. I think I got like a Sega something Genesis. No, it was one that before maybe it was. I don't even know. I haven't touched gaming consoles in far too long. But with that said, if you need more time to ask a question, you want me to figure something out, there's some weird thing, that's fine. Just go ahead. In the bio area, there's a mini contract where you can buy an hour. We put you on the hearing calendar as your own hearing for an hour, and then you're set. You send me all of the forms and the paperwork that I talk with you about. Then we review it all and figure out what you can do. I'll catch you a little bit later. You have a wonderful night. Please remember to take care of yourself, and we'll go from there. Again, thank you to all those who donated. Thank you to our members. They're the green writing there. And thank you to everybody else who was able to show up and enjoy these raccoons with me. I will catch you a little bit later. Cameraman with the 99-cent donation at the last moment. I will catch you all a little bit later. Thank you, cameraman. Very cool. And we have a wonderful, wonderful night. I'm going to go sleep. And we'll go from there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.